Oh, it's Sunday and it's Father's Day, and I am glad you've tuned in. Thanks. This is Doug Snyder. It's Intimacy with God Ministries, and it's Sunday's Thought Conditioner. Tonight's word, for obvious reasons, is dad. Dad. So I'm sitting here at my father's condo, and there's my dad right there. And I'm going to ask him, what does it take to be a good dad? And we had a great sermon this morning on dads, and he mentioned, and I thought it was a good caveat, that we know not everyone has a great dad, so I want to be sensitive to those of you that did not have a good father, and that fathers have can have a different connotation for different people. But I had a good dad. I'm very grateful to grow up in the home with Don and Claire, many of you know. And so, Dad, what is it that makes Dad a good dad on this Father's Day?
Well, being a good dad requires, I think, a lot of love and a lot of patience and a lot of expectations that you really don't talk about, because a child is unique. And I wish that I had learned that earlier, that children are all different and unique, and that they have a personality that has been given to them by God, and they need to develop it. And so I think having patience and an understanding of being different from your father or your mother is very, very important to be a dad. But to love the kids and let them know that you're loved. You can make a lot of mistakes, but if they know that they're loved, they will survive and do well.
So I felt loved. There was no question in my mind that I felt loved in my home, and I think that was one of the most strong comments, most repeated comments I got from others, is that they knew you were loving parents and gentle parents, and that you loved. I'm looking over here because my mom, but I can't show you because she's in her 90. And so anyway, so Dad, any other comments? Is there anything that you want to encourage young dads or medium-aged dads, or older dads?
Well, I think it's good to remember that the kids are on loan to you for a few years, and you've got those few years to help them to become what you want them to be far down the road after they've grown up. And so time with them, never underestimate how important it is to spend time with the kids.
All right. Well, thank you, Dad, for that word on Father's Day. I also wanted to just mention I was in a restaurant this week with a young dad, and he came in with his little daughter, and they had breakfast together. And I thought, what a critical time in a child's life. What a great habit to get into on what was it, Saturday? I think it was Saturday morning. And he was such a good dad, played with the little girl. They made up games, and I just want to encourage you guys, listen to your kids. One of the most important comments that I heard was from a gal, I think it was Chris Meyer, said that her dad rarely influenced her in ways that he thought she should become this type of person or express this type of personality. And I asked Chris why he was not more instructive, and she said he just wanted to watch and see what God had given me and how I would develop in that personality with the talents and the gifts and everything that God had given me. And I thought that was a really neat answer. Of course, he influenced her in the area of Christianity and truth and following God. But in terms of personality developments, it was just a wide-eyed wonder and excitement to see how God would develop this little child that he had been given. So anyway, thank you, Chris, for that. Thank you, Dad, for your comments. And I bet you really want to see Mom in her 90, but I'm not going to do it. All right, we'll see you next week. Love you all. Bye-bye.